Welcome to Sydney CBD Repair Centre, your go-to shop for Google Pixel smartphone repairs in Australia. Today, we'll talk about Google Pixel 6a and some of most commonly asked question on replacing its broken screen. Let's go! How much does it cost to replace a Google Pixel 6a screen? The cost of replacing a Google Pixel 6a screen may vary depending on the service provider, the warranty status, and the type of service. According to some online sources, the average cost of Google Pixel 6a screen replacement in India is around 12,000 to 16,000 Indian rupees *. However, this is only an estimate and the actual cost may differ based on the availability of parts, the extent of damage, and other factors. To get an accurate quote, you can contact an authorized repair partner for your Pixel phone or book a mail-in service through Google. You can find the contact information and service options for your region on the Google Pixel Phone Help website. Is the Google Pixel 6a worth getting? The Google Pixel 6a is a mid-range smartphone that offers some of the features of the flagship Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, such as the Tensor chip, the 50 megapixels main camera, and the Android 12 operating system. However, it also has some compromises, such as a lower resolution display, a smaller battery, and no wireless charging or water resistance. The Pixel 6a is worth getting if you are looking for a fast and smooth Android experience with excellent photography capabilities and regular software updates. However, if you want a more premium design, a larger screen, or more battery life, you may want to consider other options or wait for the Pixel 6a Pro, which is rumored to launch in early 2024. How much is the screen for Google Pixel 6a? The screen for Google Pixel 6a is a 6.4-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixels and a refresh rate of 90 Hz. The screen has a hole punch cutout for the selfie camera and supports HDR10+ and adaptive brightness. The screen is also protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and has an in-display fingerprint sensor. The screen for Google Pixel 6a is one of the main selling points of the phone, as it offers a vibrant and smooth viewing experience for various types of content. How much would it cost to fix a Google Pixel 6a screen? The cost of fixing a Google Pixel 6a screen depends on several factors, such as the extent of the damage, the warranty status, and the service provider. According to Google's official website, the out-of-warranty screen repair fee for a Pixel 6a is $129 in the US, $169 in Canada, and £99 in the UK. However, some third-party repair shops may offer lower or higher prices, depending on their availability of parts and expertise. Therefore, it is advisable to compare different options and read customer reviews before choosing a screen repair service for your Pixel 6a. Can you replace a Google Pixel 6a phone screen? Yes, you can replace a Google Pixel 6a phone screen, but it is not a simple or cheap process. The screen is glued to the frame and the battery, so you will need to use a heat gun and a suction cup to pry it off. You will also need to disconnect the display cable and the fingerprint sensor cable from the motherboard. Then, you will need to install a new screen with adhesive and reconnect the cables. You can find online tutorials and replacement kits, but be careful not to damage any components or void your warranty. Alternatively, you can send your phone to a repair service or contact Google for assistance. Can you fix a cracked Google Pixel 6a screen? Yes, you can fix a cracked Google Pixel 6a screen, but it may not be easy or cheap. The Google Pixel 6a has a Gorilla Glass 6 display, which is designed to resist scratches and cracks, but it is not indestructible. If you drop your phone or hit it against a hard surface, you may end up with a cracked screen that affects the touch sensitivity, the display quality, or the water resistance of your device. There are two main options to fix a cracked Google Pixel 6a screen: replace it yourself or send it to a repair service. Replacing the screen yourself requires some technical skills and tools, as well as a compatible replacement screen that you can buy online. You will need to follow a detailed guide to disassemble your phone, remove the damaged screen, and install the new one. This process may void your warranty and expose your phone to further damage if you make a mistake. Sending your phone to a repair service may be more convenient and reliable, but it will also cost more and take longer. You can either use the official Google repair service or a third-party service that specializes in smartphone repairs. The official Google repair service will charge you $129 for a screen replacement and will take about 7–10 business days to return your phone. A third-party service may charge you more or less depending on the quality of their work and the availability of parts. They may also offer faster turnaround times or on-site repairs. Whichever option you choose, you should back up your data before sending or opening your phone, as there is always a risk of losing it during the repair process. You should also use a protective case and a screen protector to prevent future cracks and scratches on your Google Pixel 6a screen. Does Google Pixel 6a warranty cover screen damage? The Google Pixel 6a warranty covers screen damage only if it is caused by a manufacturing defect or a malfunction of the device. If the screen damage is caused by accidental drops, spills, or other external factors, the warranty does not cover it. In that case, you may need to pay a fee for screen repair or replacement. To check if your screen damage is covered by the warranty, you can contact Google support or visit a Google store or an authorized service provider.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Center. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.
And here David is having a really hard time removing this latch that secures the connector for the display. But he's taking his time so not to damage the connector on the motherboard, and he's finally got it out. We have something that we need to remove from the old display though, and later on we're gonna see what that is. This is our replacement display. There's some plastic on the back. We have to remove it, bend the connector, and then let's test it out. So at this stage, we're just gonna try if it works, because sometimes replacement displays that we receive here in the shop can be defective or has some imperfections on the display. So David here is just making sure that the client gets a very good quality replacement screen. And while he's booting up the smartphone, he's removing the fingerprint scanner from the old one. You can see that there. So the fingerprint scanner for the Google Pixel 6a is located behind the display. So we're gonna try to remove the sensor and transplant it to the replacement display. The connector is right here. So the trick here is to precisely position it to the cutout so that the smartphone can register the fingerprint. So the replacement screen doesn't come with this one because it's another part that has to be taken into consideration when they deliver or price a specific replacement port. Now that's in. We're just gonna secure it with the heat resistant tape, and then at the top of this replacement display, we are also going to transplant the plastic for the front camera lens. So this is quite a very efficient design. You can see that at the front of the Google Pixel 6a, it's just mostly screen, and that's a very good thing. So David is apparently testing the old screen back to the device, see if it still works. I don't know if he's trying to document something. It's still working, but the cracks in the display makes it really dangerous to use because it might be okay for a few weeks, but when it starts disintegrating and going to other parts of your body, like your eye, especially if you're holding it on top of your face, can give you injuries on your retina. Now we're just gonna glue it up, liquid glue, and then position the screws for the latch, and then connect the display. So Google Pixel smartphones are the easiest when it comes to screen replacements, and of course battery replacements as well. Now we're just gonna screw it in, secure it in place, and close up the device. So if you have a Google Pixel 6a or you have an iPhone 13 or 11 that you need to have fixed, we perform screen replacement, battery replacement, and charging port replacement, so that you will not spend a lot of your money to the companies that overcharge you. Here, David is doing it in a reasonable price. And thanks for joining, guys. Like and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, speaking fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time?